I was always interested in creepypastas. Ever since I was a little girl, I would read creepypasta stories all the time, then stay up all night, too frightened to fall asleep. My mom would always get mad at me when she found me reading Slender Man or Jeff the Killer, my two favorite creepypastas. I always wanted to meet them, but I knew that they were just bedtime stories. But I was wrong. I was horribly wrong. If only I had listened to the warnings. If only I wasn't a Snoop. Lex, are you almost ready? My mom called to me. I put my laptop down on my bed and grabbed my school pack. I looked around my room. If I knew that it would be the last time I'd ever see my family alive, I would have pretended to be sick or something. When I got to school, I said goodbye to my mom. She kissed my forehead and told me to have a good day as usual, and she drove away. I sighed and entered the school building. But I wasn't surprised to find everyone staring at me. After all, I was the creepy girl who had no friends. I walked through all the halls to my classes, stayed quiet, and did the work they assigned. But after school, I waited for Mom to come and get me. When she didn't show up, and I were in 5 calls to her, I decided to just walk. I took a shortcut through the old abandoned graveyard behind my school, and the story Abandoned by Disney came to my mind, and I stopped and looked around. And have you ever felt like you were being watched? Well, as I looked around, I got a sinking feeling that something or someone was following me. I quickened my pace, hoping to lose it, but the feeling followed me home. I threw open the door, ran inside, and locked it. When I turned around and started walking through the house, I was horrified to find my father's mangled corpse laying in the living room. I almost threw up, but I swallowed the bile rising from my gullet. I started looking for my mother. I prayed that she would still be alive, but I got my hopes up. I entered my bedroom. My eyes went wide, and tears clouded my eyes as I saw my mother. My dear, sweet mother, lying on my bed. Her eyes were wide and lifeless. Her chest was torn open, and her intestines were thrown everywhere. But something threw me. Her eyelids were burnt clean off, and there was a smile carved into her face. But the most horrifying thing was the message that was all too familiar for me, written in my mother's blood in the mirror that was hanging above my bed. Go to sleep. My eyes narrowed angrily. Jeff had taken my family from me. I thought he was just a bedtime story for children. But that thing took everything from me. I was going to find him and make him pay. A few days have passed with me driving from town to town. I finally found a trace of his whereabouts. He had just slaughtered an old couple in Denver, Colorado. So that's where I headed. I saw the house where the couple had been slaughtered, and I went inside. "Where are you, you horrid monster?" I asked, the seemingly empty house as my eyes scanned it. I had read enough of Jeff to know that sometimes he liked to hang around his victims' houses. "I know you're in here. You killed my mother and father. I know what you did," I shouted. My rage had gone past its boiling point, and suddenly I heard the footsteps thumping right behind me. I whirled around and came face to face with Jeff the Killer himself. I thought that once I saw him, I would kill him on the spot. But I couldn't. He saw my hesitation, though, and attacked at a full force and speed, and managed to slice my arm real good. I shrieked in pain as my blood splattered on the floor. But my anger came back, and I swung the axe. I missed and chopped one of the pictures in half. He laughed. What's the matter? Little baby can't shed a little blood? That voice. Something about his mocking damn voice. It made something snap. And I attacked. I couldn't stop. I couldn't stop chopping him up into little tiny pieces. I became aware that I was laughing like a frickin' maniac as I worked. My axe through his ribs, trying to get to his black heart. After a while, my arms grew tired, so I stopped and saw what I did. I saw Jeff's lifeless eyes just staring at me with mad glee and was it fear? I don't know, and I never will know. I grabbed the axe and I ran. I ran from the back of the house and ran as if my life depended on it. In a way, it kind of did. I wondered if the rumor was true, and that all the creepypastas were immortal, and Jeff would come back to life and hunt me down. I hid in the woods for God knows how long, slowly losing what little sanity I had left. Gather me now, Jeffy! I laughed shrilly as my mind was left in ruins. I've forgotten how many years have passed since that night, but let's just say I took up my own line of work now. I'm coming for you.